Hello and welcome to the Kitchen Monkeys channel. My name is Lauren and I'm going to discuss some important tips to consider when choosing a commercial meat slicer. When it comes to buying a commercial meat slicer, you have to understand that not all meat slicers are the same. Commercial meat slicers come in different sizes and have different price tags, allowing you to buy the one that best suits your needs. First, choose the size of meat slicer. As previously mentioned, commercial meat slicers come in different sizes. If you own a small restaurant or deli, there's no point in buying a meat slicer designed for a large restaurant. You should try to figure out how often you will use the slicer and how much quantity you will slice every time you use the slicer. Second, figure out the type of slicer you need. There are 3 different types of meat slicers, each designed for a specific purpose. Light-duty slicers are designed for low-volume applications with less than 1 hour of slicing per day. These slicers can be used for slicing meat and vegetables. They're not meant for cutting raw or frozen meat and/or cheese. Medium-duty meat slicers are considered intermediate slicers and are great for people who slice for several hours per day. These slicers can handle a variety of meats, but aren't designed for heavy use, and the blades can become strained if the slicer is used more than recommended. A maximum of about 30 minutes a day of cheese slicing is recommended for this item. Heavy-duty meat slicers are the top-of-the-line slicers designed for use at big restaurants. They're the type of slicers found in butcher shops and other meat markets because they can handle just about anything. Third, the power option. In the past, most meat slicers were manually operated, but technology has provided users with more options, making it easier to use the slicers. Some of the power options available with meat slicers these days include electric power and automatic. The electric powered meat slicers are the most popular type of slicers because all you have to do is plug the slicer into an electrical outlet and run the meat between the blades. This speeds up the process of slicing meat significantly, saving the user a lot of time. Automatic meat slicers are very fast. Since the slicers are automatic, you don't have to slice the meat by yourself. All you have to do is feed the meat into the machine and let it do the rest. Automatic slicers are turbocharged and can cut up to 60 slices per minute. As expected, these are the most expensive types of meat slicers available and are only worth the price tag if your business involves a lot of meat slicing. Fourth, stainless steel blades. Anyone that has used a meat slicer knows how important the blades are. If you intend to buy a slicer, you should make sure the slicer comes with stainless steel blades because those types of blades do not rust and can cut through almost anything. You should also make sure the slicer has a built-in sharpener for the blades to keep them razor sharp. When it comes to picking the size of your blade, you have to consider the volume of the food that you will be slicing. For smaller restaurants, your blade size should be 8 or 9. If you will be slicing larger volumes of food, your blade size can be anywhere between 9 and 14. Lastly, safety and sanitation. Safety is very important when using a meat slicer, especially if you don't want to lose any appendages. You should wear safety gloves whenever you operate a meat slicer and goggles to prevent food particles from entering your eyes. When it comes to sanitation, you should make sure you buy a slicer that is easy to take apart and clean. Make sure the blades are properly cleaned after each use or at the end of the day if your business requires you to constantly slice meat. We hope you enjoyed this informational video on some important tips to consider when choosing a commercial meat slicer. If you're looking to purchase a meat slicer for your business, be sure to visit us at www.kitchen-monkey.com.